Good day folks, Jordan here, today with another software overview video. Today we're taking a look at Q4OS, which is a Linux distribution that is, shall we say, rather interesting, and it intrigued me very much. This was suggested to me on one of my live streams. I wish I remember who suggested this idea to me. Whoever you are, you'll know who you are because you're watching this video, I'm sure. Thank you for the suggestion. This is definitely, as you can see, turned into a video idea. So what is Q4OS? Well, according to the website, it is a fast and powerful operating system based on the latest technologies while offering highly productive desktop environment. Okay, so the English isn't the best, but it's serviceable enough. We focus on security, reliability, long-term stability, and conservative integration of verified new features. System is distinguished by speed and very low hardware requirements, runs great on brand new machines as well as legacy computers. Well, we'll definitely be putting this whole legacy computers thing to the test in this video. I'd be very curious to see how it runs. It is also very applicable for virtualization and cloud computing. Well, I would hope that it is because it's Linux. So this is what makes this distro more interesting than you would expect it to be. And that is because of the versions that it offers to download right here on its website. So you have a modern release, and it looks fairly nice, and it's based off of the K desktop environment, which makes sense, which is a popular and very compatible desktop environment. It's been around forever, really. And then you have this one, which really gets my interest. Like, this looks a lot like Windows. So we're definitely going to be taking a look at the classic-like version. It looks like Windows right down there in this video, for sure. I think that's probably what we'll actually focus on, primarily for this video. But, I don't know. We'll have to see. So here's the downloads for Q4OS. As you can see, there are 4 different versions that we can download. As you can see, the most feature-rich version is the Plasma Live 64-bit disk image, which uses the standard KDE Plasma desktop environment. The other ones seem to be based on the Trinity Desktop Environment, one that I've actually never explored before. So definitely we'll be giving this a go. But before we download anything, well, I've already downloaded it, but before we go ahead and give this a shot on something, let's take a look at these minimal hardware requirements, since we're mainly going to be taking a look at the Trinity version for 32-bit. As you can see, the Trinity Desktop only requires a 300 MHz CPU with 128 megs of RAM and 3 GB of hard disk space. And it might have something that's fairly close to this requirement that we can actually use to test this out. I know exactly the machine that we can use. The Compact Desk Pro EN Pentium 2. And I believe it should have 128 megs of RAM in it, to which we can actually try that minimum requirements. And yes, that is exactly what we're going to be doing, is hopefully as close to the minimum requirements as possible. Since, why not, right? Put it to the test. Interesting, they also seem to have a version that you can just install right alongside Windows, and it is compatible with Windows 7, 8, and 10. Kind of like the old Wooby, if anybody remembers that. I know that Michael MJD made a video on that. Then they have Raspberry Pi and Pinebook versions, which is fairly interesting. So you can download a version for the Pinebook if you really wanted to. Then they have a version that runs on ARM SoCs, so Chromebooks, tablets, as they say. I don't know what the compatibility list would be for that. That actually would be really intriguing little detail to figure that out. Sorry, it's my heater coming on in the background. I forgot to turn it off, but it's kind of cold, so you'll have to bear with me on that. So, why don't you say that we convert over to, crappy freehand camera style, and let's take a look at the Trinity version of Q4OS on, hopefully, close to the minimum hardware requirements. So here's the computer in question for today's video. It is the Compact Desk Pro EN Pentium 2 computer. I have given it 128 megs of RAM. It's a 350 megahertz Pentium 2, and I believe it's got an ATI Rage Pro Turbo AGP GPU of some kind in it. I don't exactly remember what it is, but I think it's close enough for the context of, well, it's a graphics card. It should hopefully work. So let's go ahead and pop it into the CD drive here. And let's see if it boots. I actually have not tried this yet on this computer, so if this backfires, well, then you probably are gonna see it with me.
There we go, that's better.
Yeah, sure enough, there it goes. All right, cool. So I think, what's this? This optional automatically destroy all your data. You know what? I think we're just going to go through the classic install because I just want to see what kind of options we'll have access to regarding the installer. Like, do we have the option to pick packages or whatever have you? So, I don't know. Well, let's find out. Another thing I'm going to go do while this boots up is I'm going to hook up some speakers because why not? We'll see if there's any sound. These Dell speakers ought to do. Entering low memory mode. The system has relatively little free memory, so it will enter low memory mode. Among other things, this means that this program will proceed in English. You should set up swap space as soon as possible. Good to know because, again, yeah, you're going to probably need it. Okay, the selected location will be used to set your time zone and also, for example, to help select the system locale. Well, obviously we're not in Africa, so we're going to have to select North America. We are in United States, and we use American English. That makes sense. I'd be curious to see if, because of the fact they're in low memory mode, what we have choices for, and what would happen if we had more memory. Big thonks, big thonks. Okay, here we go. So, the save memory, only components that are certainly needed for an install are selected by default. The other installer components are not all necessary for a basic install, but you may need some of them, especially certain kernel modules, so look through the list carefully and select the components you need. Interesting. Well, there is definitely a lot of stuff. Interesting. Well, you know what? I don't really need Btrfs file system support. I don't really think we're going to need to choose a mirror to install from, but yeah, sure. Detect OEM driver injection disk, I don't need that. Alright, I think I've selected everything that we're probably going to need. So I don't know. We'll see if we get lucky here. I don't think we're going to need everything that I selected, but I figured I'm going to play it safe with some things, but who knows. And I also wonder what version of the Linux kernel this is running on. I've been seeing a couple of these things where they show 4.19, so maybe this might be using Linux kernel 4.19, but I honestly don't know. We'll only know until we get it installed, I guess. You probably need to load drivers from removable media before continuing with the installation. If you know that install will work without extra drivers, you can skip this step. I don't really think we need to, because this is all IDE, so it should all be built in. I selected that just in case. Detecting network hardware. There's Ethernet on this computer, last I remember, so it should find that. Yes, we are in the United States. Okay, this is based off of Debian. That makes sense. Usually deb.debian.org is a good choice. Well, I mean, I don't really think I need to do anything, but error has been detected while trying to use the specified Debian archive mirror. Possible reason for the error are incorrect mirror specified. Do we really need to have a network connection for this? We might need to have a network connection for this. That would be fun. And it doesn't look like we can actually skip this. Okay. Well, I'm going to borrow the network cable from my server then, because that can go offline for a little bit, and then I'll just see if we can get this to work here. Dang it, I didn't want to have to do this. Alright, if you can see down there, it looks like we have a link light, so we should be good to go, I hope. Let's try this again. Nope, doesn't look like it has found it. Dang it. Okay, well, Oh, that's too far back. Has not detected the network yet. Let's see. Let's go back, try to detect the network hardware, see if it'll actually pick it up here. I don't know. Nope. Alright, so we'll try the FTP. Nope. Okay. Let's try rebooting. And that was useful. Oh, there it goes. All right, so let's see if we can actually get it to work now, because I have the Ethernet cable. It's strung from the ceiling, so I don't know. Let's give this a go. I don't know if this is gonna work though. Nice, I'm gonna have to go force the system off and back on again because it locked it up. Damn it. Okay, take two. We'll see if we have any better luck this time around. One thing I didn't pay attention to was the boot up, but it was completely silent boot. There wasn't any details about any of the hardware that was detected, so I have no idea if it's actually picking stuff up that it should be picking up. So this may or may not actually work in the end. Okay. Is there any other things in the advanced options? It's got a pre-install for OEMs. I don't think we're going to need that. So, you know, I think just for the sake of, let's just try to make sure that this is actually going to at least install. We're just going to do, on this run, the no questions full automated. And we'll cross our fingers and hope it picks up the network card now that it's actually got the networking connected to it. Yes, I know, server. I'm sorry I had to unplug your networking. You're going to have to be dealing with that for a bit. So that's fun. Okay. Looks like we're following a very similar thing like before, but I think we're going to skip over the choose mirror to install from. I think that was giving us issues from before, so I'm going to skip over that. And we're going to select a lot less stuff here. So I think we don't honestly need any of these other things because it says it's already got all the stuff that's needed for a basic install. So I think we're just going to proceed. Okay, perfect. Looks like we're actually getting farther than we did before. It didn't ask for any kind of software sources. Starting up the partitioner. Okay, cool. We might just be able to get this installed, yes. No root file system is defined. Please correct us from the partitioning menu. We will definitely be doing that. Or not. Okay. I guess we'll, can we go in and just partition disks? That's what we want to do. Can I do that? No root file system is defined. Please correct us from... I thought I was going to go do that. Okay. So why are we not working? Okay. You know, you'd think that this would be a little more straightforward if it wants to have you... See, it says starting up the partitioner. It says detecting file systems. Okay, please correct this from the partitioning menu. Okay, sure, I'd like to do that. But no, you can't do that because, well, you can't... So that's useful, I guess? I don't know. I'd just like to get this installed. Can I just skip that step? No, because it's just going to go right back in the partitioner. Really? You're going to make me do this, are you? I'm going to probably have to go back in and I'm going to have to, like, manually repartition the damn disk in something else. Great. Okay. Well, I guess I get to go play CD Monopoly because I'm going to go see if I can find my disk of Knoppix, which is a live Linux. It's based on Ubuntu 4.10 or 5.04, something of that nature. If I can find that, that'll be great. And then I'm going to temporarily upgrade the RAM so it'll be able to shove everything into a RAM disk. So that'll be the operating system will work. But I think it might be able to run on 128 megs of RAM. I don't know. I will be right back, though, on the video, obviously. It's going to take me forever to figure this out. Great. Well, unfortunately, I was not able to find my Knoppix disk. But I was able to find one from my Ubuntu 5.10 video. So we're just going to try using this disk to format the hard drive. Because I believe it'll be an ext3. And that should be what we'll need to get this to work. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this is where we got last time with the Q4OS disk, was getting to this detecting disks thing. Since this is an older Ubuntu, it should find it. Oh, yep, it's chugging the disk right now. Okay, there we go, perfect. Okay, so we want to just erase the entire disk, which is this 6.4 gig Fujitsu drive. We want to erase that entirely. it should put on ext3 with a swap. As you can see, that's exactly what it did. So, whoops, I just pressed no like a yes, I want to do that. Why did I not do that? I'm an idiot. Okay. So, we're going to let this format. Power cord pulling operation at the ready, because I don't want this to install Ubuntu.
And any second now. Still crunching the drive, so I'm gonna wait.
And I don't know if this is going to do anything. Okay, pull power cord. All right, perfect. Since I don't need this to try to install Ubuntu, I just wanted the drive to be an ext3, so hopefully this works. It's kind of a bit brutal, but that's what you got to do when you can't find your disk so you can run gparted. And your Kubuntu disk is not a live disk. It's just an install disk. Desperate times, man. Okay, we're back at it again. So hopefully we can get farther than we did last time. All right, well, we don't need any of those. Hopefully not. If not, well, I guess I go back and I load the component and whatnot. So we'll see. A root file system is defined. Please correct this from the partitioning menu. Damn it, we're at the same spot again. Really? Really? Come on, man. Ah, damn it, I hit the wrong button. You see, I can hear it, like, checking the disk. But, like, why can't I enter the partitioner? Why is that not letting me do that? Like, that's literally the step. You know, Debian pisses me off some days. That's why I don't use it. Because it doesn't work. And you wonder why people don't like Linux. So, okay. I guess we just load installer components from the CD and we try to, let's see if I can figure some of this out. Since it was in ext3, let's try that. See if that helps out the damn partitioner. It'll figure out this ext3 file system. Nope. Nope. Did absolutely jack shit of nothing. Of course it did. Okay. So then I guess we... Sure, why not? I guess we'll grab that. I'm just gonna do this so I can manually partition the damn hard drive. Then we'll try that one. Grab all the dang partitioning things and see if I can actually, like, do something. Please let me do something, computer. Okay. Must have been missing a package or something. Fantastic. That was not part of the documentation, but I guess I was able to figure out in the end, I hope. Hey, there we go. It's actually doing something for once. Would you look at that? It's actually formatting the hard drive. And there we go. It's installing. Wow. Now, just to be clear, I did do the automated install once again because I figure if we can get this installed, great. Whatever the defaults are, I'm sure they're good enough. So, okay, perfect. It looks like we're getting farther than we did before. Whew. I thought for a moment I was going to have to, like, scrap this computer. I was going to have to go find something else and probably end up finding the same thing, in which I've got a much faster, newer computer. Like a Pentium 4 or something like that, which is still pretty dang old, but, you know, this is really the true test. So I'm glad I was able to figure that out. Okay, let's let this install. I will come back when something else interesting happens. I think it was actually just trying to access the internet there. I just barely caught it on camera, but I think it actually was trying to access the internet. which, good on it. I would hope that it can. We're almost there. Looks like it's retrieving files from the CD, so we'll see how long that takes. That's probably not the most inaccurate counter. It's been here for quite a bit, sitting here installing, although I can't say I fault it either. I noticed it said it was cleaning up, so I picked up the camera. We'll see how we're doing here, I guess. It's been sitting here installing for a good bit of time, so we should be near the end.
Hopefully. Maybe. Hard drive is crunching.
Oh, right, bootloader. That's probably important. Come on, bootloader. Let's go. You got this. I think if somebody has taken the time out of their day to sit through an installation that takes this long, well, I don't know, they must be pretty committed to using a Pentium 2 with 128 megs of RAM in 2020. I'll give them that. But, I don't know. Well, we must be near the end, as it's finishing the installation according to the setup. Setting users and passwords. Wonder if I have to set one up. That would make sense if I did. Because, I would hope I'd have my own user account. Or maybe it'll make me do that on the first boot. I don't know. I will stop making assumptions until I let the setup finish. On mounting file systems, it's rebooting. It did eject the CD, so I'm going to probably go and grab that real quick. Take it out of the drive. Switch my input on my monitor, because I don't need you guys looking at my Discord. No input signal, right? Because the stupid compact. Forgot about that. Okay, take two of having to switch the monitor input because this thing doesn't like to stick to a certain input because my monitor is just dumb. And here we go. Loading Q4OS operating system. Loading initial RAM disk. Do we get a graphical bootloader or is it just booting in text mode? Either way, it really wouldn't matter to me, but just thonks. Okay, got a clean disk check. I would hope so. That's good. Welcome to Debian new / Linux 10. So it's based on the latest Debian. That makes sense, or at least the latest Debian as of the making of this video. Hard drive is definitely crunching away. That is no joke. Found device, the hard drive. Well, I would hope you found the hard drive you just installed. Reach target sound card. All right, cool. Starting Trinity Display Manager. I'm not touching that because it's presumably going to go into a graphical environment. Oh no! We had a kernel panic. Dang it. Well, that sucks. End kernel panic. Not syncing. Cannot allocate whatever that is buffer earlier and can't now provide you with the DMA bounce buffer. Well, I guess that's the end for this computer because it can't initialize the frame buffer. Oof. Major oof. Oh well, at least I tried. It was worth a shot anyway. Oh man. Well, looks like I'm going to have to postpone this till tomorrow when I can grab another computer out of the closet. Something that's probably going to be a little bit more suitable for this. And we will pick back up then. So until then, I will... well, I guess it's goodbye for now. Well, you'll see me in like 5 seconds thanks to the magic of video editing.